Look, girls, this is our time. Let's get our reading in. While the guys are watching their basketball, we read our books, okay? We don't bother them. We leave them alone. Let them have their time. That's our time to read our books, okay? Mama, can you mail me my Kindle? I miss her, okay? Her cover needs to be changed. The words are bigger there. I need it. I have an 18-year-old, and I was just thinking, so he would never do this. Now that book, I love that book down there because their love and their connection, it's one for the books. Welcome back to my channel. Let's talk about the books that I'm going to be reading in March. Okay, y'all, so one of the things that I'm learning as a YouTuber is we have to move based on what we need to do, not how we feel. Because I was ready to take off this face, get in that shower, and get in that bed is what I wanted to do. But I said, no. I need to record and let the girls know what we're going to be reading in March. So let's get to it. I got my handy dandy notes to guide me. It shouldn't take us that long. I got 9 books that I'm going to be, that I have, 10. I got 10 books on my TBR that I plan on reading. Hold the line, I got a call. Hello. So earlier today, my son, he took his senior pictures, and he just called me. He wants me to send him. So let me do that real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, let's get into it. The first book on my list for my March TBR is going to be Unlucky You by Casey Mills. Casey Mills, are they? Yes, Casey Mills is an attending author at the Black Romance Book Fest in Atlanta, Georgia at the end of May 30th through June 1st. And if you don't know, I am a moderator for that festival, and I'm excited about it. And Casey Mills is gonna be there. She's so cute. But I am reading Unlucky You because it is March, okay? The month of the luck, the leprechaun, the Irish, all that good stuff. And I like to read with the seasons. And I want to check this book out. I think this will be my first book by her, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no. She wrote one of my favorite books. Back in December, I read Christmas in Spite of You, and that's a very good book that I enjoyed. So we're going to get into Unlucky You by Casey Mills. It's about, well, I actually started it, so I can give you a little synopsis that's not a synopsis that the author wanted us to read. So we have this boxer guy, and you know, he's having a tough time at it. He's having a real rough time at it. And he's trying to integrate himself back into society, and in comes our FMC, our lead female character. And we don't know what's going to happen there, but I believe there's going to be some type of love connection, and I'm excited to see how they're going to come together because he's a boxer. This is my first book reading about actual boxer. Most of the time, the authors, y'all giving us rappers. I frowned on that. You're giving us doctors. You're giving us lawyers. You're giving us these, you know, white collar type jobs. And he's a boxer, but not the professional kind, like a more like a street boxer. I don't know what they call him. Not legal. How about that? So that is Unlucky You by Casey Mills. Then I want to get into Losing Control, Half on a Baby or Two. This is the sequel to Losing Control by Lady Nisha. I love this book. Like, down. I love this book down. So excited about Caesar and what's your girl's name? They call her Lil Booty, LV. Marley is her name. I love these characters, and I was so excited to see how their story progressed after the first book, Losing Control. And I will say, you know, it's March 7th. I've already finished that book. So good. 5 stars, ladies and gentlemen. 5 stars for that book. We just pick up where the other book left off. I would recommend, you could read it as a standalone. It's like a novella, but you're going to want to read the backstory on how these two came together, because their love and their connection, it's one for the books. One for the books. I really love that book down. New releases. I am going to read Girlz Atlanta by my girl BriAnn Danae, who is an attending author at the Black Romance Book Fest in Atlanta, Georgia at the end of May. I'm going to be a moderator, and this book is coming out at the end of March, I believe. Yes, this book comes out at the end of March, so we're going to hop on that. March 25th is when it comes out. It's 272 pages, and it's her new release. So I got to check out my good girl, because if you don't know, I am on a mission to read every single book that BriAnn Danae has published. And I got to read plenty of them in a month, because she has over 70 books already, and the girl's not letting up. She's not letting up. So I gotta stay on top of it, because I just love the way that she writes her characters. Next, we have a buddy read. I'm going to be doing a buddy read. I actually have the book. I'll be doing a buddy read for The Children of Blood and Bone. This is a fantasy magic book by Tomi. I don't know, girl. But this book is going to be made into a movie. When I looked it up, it said that the movie is not going to be released until 2027. And there's 3 other books that goes along with this book. Look at this girl. This is a thick book, and I will be buddy reading this book with my husband. I think this would be a perfect book for us to get into and kind of bond over and talk about and catch up on. And we're going to take our time with this baby. This is a library pick, but if we decide that, you know, this is a book that we are invested in, of course we're going to buy it. But you better utilize your library, because it's what? For free. Utilize your library to get your free books before you buy. This, I don't even know what this is about, girl, but it's got to be good. The girls are talking about it a lot. And I think I've gotten through the first 5 chapters, and I'm hooked. If it wasn't for the Black Romance Book Festival and me wanting to read all that I can to get familiar with those authors' books, then this would be top of the priority list. But because we're working on that, we're going to take our time with this book. We're supposed to read 200 pages a week. His words, not mine. I'd say more like 50. Okay, because I said baby steps. We're not trying to rush through this thing, because the movie doesn't come out until 2027. I may just not say anything and see if he forget. That's wrong though, ain't it? We'll see. We'll see. Next, I want to get into some ARCs. So an ARC is an advanced reader copy, and I have several. Okay, I need to get on them. If you are not following me over on Instagram, make sure you go over and check me out. It's She Read That. THT is the Instagram handle, and I asked the girlies, I have all these arcs that I've been approved for, which ones should I read? And these are the top 2 that they came up with. They said you have to read It's You Every Time by Charlene Thomas. This is a young adult book. Now I'll tell you, the only young adult book that I could get jiggy with was Love Radio. Now that book, I love that book down. That's in my top 5 of all time. But the main characters, it wasn't believable that they were young adults, because I have an 18-year-old. I might not look like it, but yes, I have an 18-year-old, and I was just thinking, so he would never do this. I couldn't see him, I'm not gonna say he would never, I couldn't see him dealing with the situations that they dealt with, how they dealt with them. That was more of like 20-25, between 20 and 25-year-olds. And even them, they're questionable, more like 30. But hey, it's young adult because they said it was young adults, right? I don't know, girl, but we're gonna try this out because the girl said that I have to read this. It was a cute read. And then next we got to get into Harlem Rhapsody. This has been over my timeline for a while, and I love me a historical fiction. Real by Kennedy Ryan was one of my favorites. I enjoyed A Love Song for Ricky Wiley. And so we want to check those 2 books out this month to kind of get our net galley score up a little bit, because I will say I was a little salty that I did not get the advanced reading copy for Kennedy Ryan's Can't Get Enough. I was upset that I did not get the arc for Can't Get Enough, but you know, that means that we got to work harder on making sure we read the things that the authors give us, so that when it comes to advanced copies, we can be approved. So I hear you loud and clear. I'm on it. I'm on it. Some other books that I'm going to read by Black Romance Festival authors include Love Me Not by Ayla. I'm complicating her name, but we're going to read that. It's just 150 pages, so I think that we can knock that out fairly quickly. And also, Given a Chance, it is book number 2 in the R&B series by Olivia Linden. I haven't read any of her books, nor have I read the other authors' books, Love Me Not, but they are going to be on panels that I'm going to be facilitating, and that will be quite rude if I don't at least check out one of their books. Olivia also is an author from the BRAE event, which stands for the Black Readers Appreciation Event. I'm on a mission, if you guys don't know already, to read as many books as I can, because back in November a bunch of authors just gave their books away for free, and I told everybody that would listen, hey, get on it, get on it. It took me, I kid you not, at least 3 business days. So this is me trying to work, okay, because we work now full time, okay, 40 hours, but this is me working my full-time job and just kind of like in between, when I got a moment or two, going through these books, downloading them, purchasing them, and they are free, so you can get them on your Kindle. And if you don't have the physical Kindle, which I don't have at the moment because I left it at my mom's house, Mama, can you mail me my Kindle? I miss her, okay? Her cover needs to be changed. The words are bigger there. I need it. Mom's gonna say I need to bring my ass to Virginia to come get the Kindle, and I hear you, girl. I'm on the way. But download the Kindle app on your phone, and you can also read books that way too. Now, these 42-year-old eyes, I don't recommend it, but hey, we got to do what we got to do until we can do better. Am I right? Am I right? Okay. So I'm excited to get into that book. So it's kind of like a twofer. Olivia, she's on my panel for the Black Romance Book Festival, and also she's an author that gave us her book in the BRAE event back in November. BriAnn Danae was too, girl, but y'all already know that's my girl, and we're reading her down this year to try to get as much of her catalog in as possible. Another BriAnn Danae book we're reading is Fate of Our Future. That's the 3rd book in the Evermore series. I've already read the other 2 books, and so this is going to finish up the series. And the girls say that this is the best one. This is giving fake relationship. I'm excited because your boy, who was your boy's name? Cree. He was my boyfriend, okay? This year, he's in the Hall of Fame, and I love him, okay? But they said that Cree ain't got nothing on, I forget what this person's name was, but she said Cree ain't got nothing on this guy right here. So I'm trying to see what that be like. And then I have a carryover that I want to read. It is 52 weeks. Somebody's coming into my room. Oh, have mercy. Talking about the Celtics game. Y'all watch basketball? Hey, look, girls, this is our time. Let's get our reading in. While the guys are watching their basketball, we read our books, okay? We don't bother them. We leave them alone. Let them have their time. That's our time to read our books, okay? Learn from me, okay? But the last book that I have on my list for my TBR is going to be a carryover from last month. I did not get to 52 Weeks Party of One by Bianca Pincy Alba. That is also that I'm so distracted. I'm trying to listen to everybody's conversation. Bless my heart. Let me finish up this video so I can let y'all go. The last book is 52 Weeks Party of One by Bianca Pincy Alba. This is another arc that I want to get done from my NetGalley. No, I don't think it's on NetGalley. I just think this author just gave me this book. I'm going in everybody's business in my house. How about you?
What are you doing?
I'm recording.
Oh, I'm gonna take a shot.
I'm almost done. This is the last book. I was listening to y'all. Okay, so 52 Weeks Party of One by Bianca Pincy Alba is another advanced reader copy arc that I was gifted. So I want to make sure I get that done too. That's important, right? If you give me your book, I should read it. And I'm going to do a better job, especially since when I opened up my email, I noticed that I have another book from Wintertime. Oh, and it's a vampire book. I gotta get right. I gotta read this book. So I'm gonna let y'all go so I can get to it, get in this shower, take this makeup off, all the things. If you've made it this far in this video, don't forget to like my video. Liking this video helps. So when I drop new video, I was gonna say new music, girl. When I drop new videos, it will populate in your algorithm and you will see them sooner rather than later. Comment to this video. Let me know if do you plan your TBR, or do you just kind of a mood reader is what they call y'all that don't plan your TBR. I'm a planner girl. I need to know what am I doing, and if the mood strikes me and I find a book that I'm attracted to, I might pick that up too, because I do have a couple of books in here that, you know, if the time permits, I'm going to pick those up that I want to read. So let me know, are you a mood reader or do you follow a strict TBR? And don't forget to share this content with another fellow baby reader. We're all in this together, and so maybe somebody else needs some book suggestions, or they just want to talk about books, or kind of find out like what books are coming up and is going on. And until next time, guys, bye.
It's beauty in the struggle, ugliness in the success. Hear my words and listen to my signal of distress. I grew up in the city and know sometimes we had less. Compared to some of my niggas down the block, man, we were blessed. And life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. But I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? Cause all the pain he brought you still linger in your mind. Cause pain